Are you guys ready for the best kept secret in all of Alaska? Follow me. Freaking wilderness hot tub. Oh, look at this thing. Everything is quite wet here. It's been raining non-stop for days, but first things first, gotta get the fire going. What I brought here for starting the fire is an ancient family recipe. It's not an exact ratio, but it's about 20 or 30% oil, 70 or 80% gasoline. That'll give you 100% of a fluid that might be able to help you start a fire. And I am 60% sure of that. Seems the ratio this time was a little more in favor of the gasoline. Look at that, steaming like crazy already. It's only been like 20 minutes. Just gonna do a quick clean in here. I did a little bit yesterday, and then I gotta get this thing filling with water. Here we go, the plug is in. She's filling up, and I can't believe how quickly it's heating up. I'm also very proud of my water system. Let me show you. First of all, the hoses were already here, so I can't take credit for all of it. But I just dug out this section, buried the hose, and got a siphon going. It was pretty tough. It was this hose is full of stuff. But once the vacuum started, it's really pulling a lot of water down there. Look at that thing. There's a lot of water coming out of there. Whew. Not sure how long it's gonna take to fill up. So far, pretty stoked on it. I was very pleased with the rate this thing was filling up, but I don't know if it's filling up fast enough. So I found another hose. It wasn't quite long enough, but then I found this soffitting in the forest. So I have it propped up on that tree branch. It's working pretty good. Got double hoses now. The neat thing about this being right by the ocean is you can just use driftwood for the fire. I've been thinking about this driftwood. This could have drifted here from all around the world. And we're getting together and enjoying the wilderness hot tub. It seems like every season of travel, I end up finding a town or city that keeps me for much longer than my usual 4 or 5 days. This year's northern travels, it was Whittier, Alaska. And as cool as this wilderness hot tub is, I didn't go through all this work just so I could soak in here by myself. I did this to treat some of my amazing friends that I met here in town so we can have one more really nice experience together before I move on. It's just getting up to a nice gentle boil. Time to go pick up the amigos. Oh man, always something. Typical girls, always late. Okay, come on everybody. That's enough of that. This is Destination Adventure, not Destination Girls in a Hot Tub. Jeez Louise. Let's whip it. Here we go. Last time through the tunnel. suppose that officially puts Whittier in the rear view, and we are southbound. Turnaround day is kind of an emotional but exciting day because it marks the accomplishment of how far we were able to make it. This old girl over the past 3 years has taken me a lot of places, but 2022 especially. We spent our winter down in Mexico, and then over the past 6 months pushed all the way up into Alaska with a whole bunch of adventures in between. Now this week I'm looking at some pretty big travel days, but that means a brand new camp spot every single night. And with fall officially upon us, the colors are spectacular. Typically not a fan of bright sunny days. It's hard to consider today anything less than perfect. Don't plan on stopping a whole lot during this reposition, but there's a friggin' glacier right here. You guys gotta see it. Spectacular. Today's the big day, border crossing. Let me tell you guys, this last 100 miles has been excruciatingly slow because of road conditions. So I'm hoping Canada brings me some better roads. I mean, it cannot be worse than the route from Dawson City to Whitehorse. What a confusing border crossing. Looks like we're just gonna drive right by. I don't know. Interesting. There's gotta be more to it than that. No one's chasing me, so I don't know. We just passed a speed sign that was in kilometers per hour. We're in Canada. There was no border crossing. I'm guessing that was the USA entrance, and then Canada entry will be up here, and this is just like country purgatory in between. I found it. That had to be like 30 kilometers of customs and border purgatory. I love Canadian border crossings because they say welcome home. And from me to you guys, welcome to Canada, everybody. We made it. We're on a pretty remote section of this trip here. I just spied a whole bunch of buildings or something abandoned in the forest. I gotta go check it out. Some type of lodge or something. This is the cafe part of it. Been sitting out here a long time. Bear Flats Lodge. Huh. I'm assuming guest accommodations. Not completely sure. Pretty rough shape. Oh man, such a shame. Oh, a lot of water damage. It's too bad. Just pooling up on the floor right there. This side's totally friggin' wide open. Oh my god. Strange. Motel Unit 3. Big old generator. Well, let's start over here. Nice little dining area. What is going on with this place? So strange. How weird. Clothing still on the hangers. There is a bad smell in this building that I cannot quite identify. But look at this. Calendars from 1995. White Pass Express. So I'm assuming that was the last year of operation. These look like camp spots all along here, with hookups and everything. There's a whole row of them in either direction. Wow, disgusting. Well, I'm guessing somebody was probably squatting in here. Not much left here other than a great big mess. One more building here. Well, that's it for that one. Well, we found motel unit 1 and 3. You'd think 2 would be in the middle, but I walked right in between them. I don't know, let's go a little further back here. There's a pile of rubble here. This could be the motel unit 2, but there's another little building back here. I think that's an old school fire extinguisher. It definitely is. Look at this thing. How cool is that? Wow. Just a little storage room. But I can see something over here. It's an old school crane truck. When I first saw the nose of it sticking out, I thought it was a fire truck. Geez, look at this thing. I don't know anything about it. If anyone knows what this vehicle is, please let me know. I don't recognize any of it. Just a little V8 in it. Huh. Okay, well, I think that's about it. Let's make our way out of here. It's a shame that lodge has sat for so long. Beautiful spot out here. Look at this. But we've got a lot of miles left to cover today. Let's keep making our way. Arriving back to Canada is always a big accomplishment, and it feels great to be home, even though home is still a couple thousand kilometers away. Making my way through the Yukon, the views remain just as amazing, but unfortunately, I won't find better roads for another 2 days of travel. That being said, we still have time for one more stop. Unfortunately, today's adventure is not going to be accompanied by a history lesson because I know nothing about this place. This has been on my radar since last year. Some patrons told me about it, but it wasn't on the route. This year it is, so we're stopping to check it out. I put the drone up for just a little bit. There's a lot to see here, so let's get to it. First of all, I really enjoy that the tin roof comes over as like a fascia there that you can still see. It's a nice touch. Wow, there's a good amount of that tin roof actually still left on there. It looks like there was a skylight, if that's possible. Not sure. Pretty decent shape, but not a whole lot left. I really like that you can still see the axe marks in here. The tin roof on this looks a fair bit more modern. In fact, this whole structure looks more modern. I'm not entirely sure. One of the ones I think that caught my attention the most is just in the bushes here. It looks quite large from the drone. And I'm seeing mostly round nails, so it's not all that old. Actually, I'm seeing entirely just round nails. Just tiny little rooms all the way along here. It's just one after the next, these tiny little rooms. And this chicken wire could have been put up at any point in time. How interesting. That's really curious. The roof on the other side is topped with like mud. Let's see if we can get over there. Here we are. Check out the roof on this thing. It's all made out of mud. And that chicken wire is inside here too. What a strange building this is. Here's a good look at it from the front. Not entirely sure what that's for. Well, you don't have to go far here to start finding some more stuff. That's an old windmill. That's pretty cool. So I'm guessing the windmill went on that and acted as a pump. Pretty neat to see this in the state that it's in. Anything wood really has a pretty short shelf life. And you can see how much this is sunk. But look at all along here. You can see the axe marks. Imagine the time it took back in the day to build these places. And this is supposed to be a window sitting almost at ground level now. But you can see that's a door. That's a window. Both ground level. Flying the drone, I kind of mapped out the spots I want to see, and they're easily accessible from the road. I'm gonna try and stay off the road as much as possible because you never know what's hiding in the bush here. Comes out of a huge clearing here. Winter is pretty much upon us here in the north. Every day that snow line creeps a little bit lower. Last night was cold, like well below freezing. So I'm not counting down the weeks anymore. I'm pretty much counting down the days. I can see 3 buildings, another one over there, and a third one here, sitting flat. Actually, this one's got a couple walls still standing. I love you can still see this old flooring. Think of all the feet that tromped on this back in the day. Very cool. Kind of funny. All these ones with more modern construction with milled lumber are all toppled over. The ones out of log, still standing. Large buildings though. From the drone, this was all I could see going this direction. There should be a couple more buildings back in here, close to the road, but I'm gonna go through the woods to get there, see if we can find anything on the way. Definite dead body. Several different styles of this roofing tin on here. This is the only one I can find with anything written on it. It is crazy walking through the forest here. There is stuff everywhere. Look at this. Like a little town in here. And a truck. How cool is this thing? Look at that. Even has wooden running boards, still perfectly intact. Must be a really dry climate here. Silver City is one of those places I could get lost exploring for days. But with winter hot on our tail and our next actual adventure spot being nearly 2,000 kilometers away, this year it's just a brief stop. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. I'll catch you on the next one.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. But it makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me and take me home.